Hello friends, this is Phil again, and I wanted to do a quick video on basically your health during a survivalist situation. Perhaps the apocalypse is at your feet, Armageddon is here, the economy crashes, there's some kind of natural disaster, there's an EMP strike, perhaps a nuclear war is going on, and you have to be safe and healthy at the same time. Anyways, I did an earlier video yesterday about supplements, and I wanted to give you an idea on what you should use for your overall digestive health. Okay, here is basically my service weapon I use to protect myself. But anyways, as I go down the line, an apple a day really does keep the doctor away, and it's a good prebiotic for your gut. If you don't know, a prebiotic basically transports their probiotics to your gut so that they can break down the food that you have in your gut, and you receive all the vitamins and minerals and all the nutrients are uptook, so to speak, into your body. There is some evidence that coffee itself cleanses the liver itself, and I'm not necessarily sure how that is done. But you can look up a lot online and see how some coffee is actually good for your liver if you had liver damage. Your liver is the only organ that basically replenishes itself every night when you get rest. Then, if you have a good stockpile of purified water or distilled water, that is the healthiest water to flush out your system. Okay, here is some Clover Valley purified water. They put a little magnesium and calcium in it for flavoring, and it's really a better water than your tap water. Your tap water has all kinds of metals in it that irritate your stomach, your gut, all your intestines, and it's a proven fact purified water is not unhealthy for you. Either is distilled water that is cleaner, and your body will flush out the impurities because of it. Here's a supplement that I think all people should have. It's ginger root. If you have a sour stomach, if you have an upset stomach, and you suffer from basically acid reflux on a daily basis, ginger root itself is known to calm the acid-producing pumps in your belly so that it eliminates the acid reflux, that sour feeling in the back of your mouth. And if you basically look at ginger ale, that's what's in it. That's what soothes your stomach along with the carbonation in ginger ale. Next is apple cider vinegar. There's a lot of good evidence that apple cider vinegar basically will make your pH balance in your blood, in your whole body, equal. Okay, you can have apple cider vinegar, and it's another thing that basically calms the acid-producing pumps in your stomach so that you can eat food better without a lot of acid reflux that makes it harder to breathe, burns, and is really scary if you don't know what it is. And at first you think you're experiencing a heart attack. Apple cider vinegar would help your stomach basically process the food better without a backlash of too much acid. Second, cinnamon. I don't use this supplement all the time because I feel no need for it, but cinnamon has been proven to regulate the uptake of sugar. I've used these pills right here occasionally, and I've noticed that my sugar consumption is lessened, but I've also noticed that I can have a crash where I feel like I have less sugar in my system and I need to eat some food right away. So I use this one the least out of all of them for my digestive tract, and I really just don't feel a need for it. But I put it in here because it could help your pancreas, and it could possibly help with diabetes, okay? Diabetes 1 and 2. What you should do is research cinnamon and test it out the first couple times. Exert some energy, and if you feel like you have a crash right away, you need to cut back on this immediately. Okay, cinnamon does work and it regulates the sugar, but if you don't know what's going on with your body and you feel a sugar crash, it is going to be unhealthy and you can have a heart attack. Honestly, be careful with too much cinnamon in your system. This is like a remanufactured or a manufactured supplement that assists the liver. I've used this before my surgeries about 7 years ago, and I thought it was pretty interesting because I felt a lot of, at first what I felt was some discomfort in my stomach. Then after that, I felt like the food was being utilized throughout the day, where I had more energy without a big rise and then a big crash. So Liver Aid does help, but you have to test this out on your own, and don't be afraid to spend some money on a supplement you think it might work, and then you have to stop using it in case it gives you too much stomach discomfort. I believe this does assist the liver in cleaning out the liver quicker, but I would not use it full time for weeks on end in a row. I spoke yesterday briefly about Cascara Sagrada. This is what I purchased at Walmart, and this works wonderfully. This is better than any kind of laxative you can buy that could injure your gut, where you need gut health the most, with good flora, with good prebiotics and good probiotics. This will basically let your system inundate your gut with more fluids, and so you pass your stool and you do not become constipated. Once you become constipated continuously, it basically is storing impurities in your gut, and you feel sicker and sicker and sicker. It's not just like the next day you feel sicker. It's over a long period of time, like weeks, months, and years. This helps, and this is only for occasional use. You cannot take this more than 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, they say Cascara Sagrada could irritate the lining of your colons, and then you'll be at square one with another issue. But this does work as a PRN, or when you need it and you feel a little backed up over a couple days. This will assist the water going into your gut and flushing you out. It's very safe, but don't use it continuously. Next, with that apple at the beginning, which is a prebiotic, I always have one probiotic a day, and that basically is the good flora, the good enzymes in your gut that break down the food that you put in your system. That means you get the proper nutrients when your food is being processed in your gut. So if you took a lot of medications, let's say an antibiotic that kills the bad flora and the probiotics, you basically want this. The trick is, though, back over to here, you need to have a good probiotic in your system to transport, prebiotic, if I didn't say that, to transport the good probiotics back to your gut. That means it'll break down the nutrition in your gut better, and your body will get the nutrients it needs throughout the day. All right, and here's some country potato bread, which really doesn't have anything to do with anything. Thank you, guys. While we prep and we're taking care of ourselves, okay, we want to be healthy, so if the worst ever happens, we can continue to stay healthy and survive whatever God throws at us. All right, I hope this helped. Research all the supplements you can and see if it helps you with any existing ailments, or perhaps to live a long life and be healthy while you do it. Take care. Have a good day.